As cities like Bloomington continue to renew, the need for easily accessible transportation needs to adjust accordingly. Bloomington is not only home to nearly 83,000 residents, but also major freeways including 494 and 35W, Metro bus service, 4 stations along the light rail transit line, and is adjacent to the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport.
We have 2 terminals here, of course, Terminal 1, which is the larger, and Terminal 2, which is the smaller. There are 112 gates, I believe, at Terminal 1, and there are 10 gates at Terminal 2.
On average, 34 million passengers come through MSP annually. That's about 90,000 people every day, making it the 15th busiest airfield in the United States. And knowing that, officials have put a high emphasis on shops and services to accommodate the high volume of travelers.
One area that we excel in, I think, is certainly just the amenities and the concessions that we provide, the food and beverage and retail areas. We do a lot of emphasis on our local brands here. So what you'll see, for instance, is places like Aveda, Axel's Grill, the Red Balloon Bookshop, all of those different, French Meadow, Dunn Brothers. There's so many local shops that we have brought in here, and Surtix has, for instance, Surtix Flights has just really taken off, no pun intended.
Recently, Metropolitan Airports Commission members, transportation security specialists, and MSP staff gathered to prepare for the upcoming peak travel season.
Our mission, in, again, cooperation with our airline and airport partners, is to make the travel process as smooth, and in our case particularly as secure as we can make it, to get people on their way as quickly and easily as we can.
This display shows real items confiscated at security checkpoints. And as you can see, some things people have tried to carry into the airport were shocking. But according to lead transportation security officer Nicholas Fleming, most likely it's one thing that keeps lines from flowing smoothly through security checkpoints.
There are regulations regarding carry-on luggage that limit all liquids, gels, and aerosols in carry-ons to 3.4 fluid ounce containers in a 1-quart plastic bag per traveler. And so when they're left in the bags, we are required to inspect the bag as well as the liquids, at which point it stops the process, it stops that line, and then we're required to go through the bag, search the bag and the property as well, and we have to screen the liquids. And for us, that increases wait times, slows the process down, and interferes with everyone getting on the aircraft.
Because at the end of the day, most travelers would agree, a bit of a longer wait at a security checkpoint is a small price to pay for safety.
We are here to keep you safe. Try and work with us. A lot of people have had bad experiences, and we do our very best to be polite and effective at our jobs. But at the end of the day, we still have to perform all of our minimum expected regulations. So just be patient with us and work with us, because we're here to help you.
According to MSP, the airport supports more than 150,000 jobs, $10.7 billion in business revenue, and $6 billion in personal income. Bloomington city officials find the airport to be a major asset right in Bloomington's backyard, contributing to the city's #1 industry, hospitality.
I think really it comes down to access to people who want to visit the city. And whether it's for business or for pleasure, that's really what we can bring to them. And we absolutely love working with the city of Bloomington because they really do understand the benefits that we can bring to the city.
$3.2 billion was invested into MSP between 1998 and 2010, adding additional parking areas, concessions, and several gates. And at the rate customer travel needs are growing, airport officials are already drawing up plans for another future expansion for MSP if deemed necessary.
We have a 2030 plan that we've been looking at, basically out to 2020 at this time, and that includes the possibility of several more gates at Terminal 2, and then possibly, depending on if this works or not, bringing some of the airlines over to Terminal 2 and balancing out the number of passengers that each of these terminals is accommodating all the time.
The city of Bloomington is on board with all forms of transportation that are key links to the community. It's nice to take a closer look at the transportation assets available, whether it's improved bus or light rail transit options, or enhancements at Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport that are taking flight.